Welcome back. Kendall here with Renos for Pros and Joes, and in this video I'm going to be repairing a hole in a concrete floor. Now if you're wondering why I'm repairing a hole in a concrete floor, you may have missed my previous video where I showed you how to remove thin set. I'm actually in the middle of a bathroom remodel and I am shooting some videos to kind of give you a quick day in the life, fast speed update on how the project is going. So in the last video, we were removing tile from concrete floors. And since that last video, we have relocated all the plumbing so that we can move on to the next stage of the project. So the original bathroom had a garden tub with a shower enclosure next to it. So those two items have been removed, and instead of going back with a tub that has walls on the front, we're actually going back with a freestanding tub. Now, in order to pull this off, we actually have to relocate the drain location for the tub, as well as the supply lines for the water supply for the tub. And to make matters more complicated, we have a concrete floor in this bathroom. And so this is going to require quite a bit of precision work with getting our locations right so that everything works out properly. So the concrete has already been taken up and we've already relocated the supply lines and the drain lines. And so if you see here at the bottom of the screen, you can see a white piece of PVC pipe sticking up. That is part of our plumbing setup. And so as I am moving forward with the project, there is a hole in the floor that needs to be repaired. And so I am here working diligently, mixing concrete, so that I can get ready to go ahead and start putting the floor back. And if you notice, I am maybe struggling a little bit with these bags. This is not the brand that I typically use, but I'm making it work. Here I'm showing you how beat up my wheelbarrow is with a rotten wheel on it, but hey, it was free. So here we go. Let's go ahead and place this first batch. As you can see here, it's coming out pretty good. When you're mixing up concrete, one of the things to keep in mind is that you just kind of have to have a feel for it and just be accustomed to seeing the way that it looks when it's ready. So you don't want it to be too stiff and you don't want it to be too runny. You want to have it just right, just the right consistency. And so I'm going to show you here in a moment what my ideal consistency looks like when I'm doing this type of project. So we continue to mix here. I'm working with this hand tool to mix right now, but I have been switching back and forth trying out a large drill. Unfortunately, the drill doesn't work as well if you're not mixing in a bucket or something that's a little bit deeper. You can't really tell it in this video, but this wheelbarrow is really shallow. So here we go with the next load, and I'm here mixing and placing it on both sides. This is a decent size hole here. And kind of help it out. See, you got a little dry spot there on the left side. So let's relocate it and let you see what this looks like. So you can see here, I'm kind of spreading out my concrete so that I make sure that I got it in any voids that may be there in the hole. You can see the two white pipes sticking up. The tall one is where I've got my supply lines for my freestanding tub filler. And the smaller, shorter pipe over there further away, that's going to be the center drain location for the new freestanding tub. So now I'm add a little bit of water here first and then complete this bag and mix this one down really good. And as you can see here, I'm trying to make sure that I get all of the contents of the bag saturated with water here. Now I'm going to crack open the next bag and pour this one in as well and go through the exact same procedure. So just kind of gradually mixing everything up. A little dust there, but it's not too bad. So keep mixing, keep mixing. As I mentioned earlier, I actually have a large drill here over here to the side, and I'm just trying to try this out to just see how well that will work in this particular scenario. It ends up not being the greatest for this particular application, but it was cool just to try it out. You can see there it's whipping up the concrete really quickly there. Add a little bit more water here, let you guys see quickly what my mix looks like. So change locations here. I'm gonna mix a little bit more. So as you can see, I've got the drill going and it just isn't working quite as well as just using the hand tool. So that's what I'll do here. Kind of got you guys in the way over here. So I'm gonna put you over here and keep mixing. Once I've got this bag here mixed up pretty good. I'm going to place this one, and then we'll see how close we are with regards to getting this thing filled. So there's a quick shot of what my mix looks like, and back to it. So let's dump this one here. It's kind of interesting when you're looking at this footage. It almost looks like there's too much concrete being poured in the hole, but I assure you that is not the case. And so we've got that little piece of wood there that's getting covered up, and I'm going to spread it out. Once again, doing the same thing that we did before with just making sure that we get it everywhere. I've got my gloves on here so that I can kind of push that concrete by hand down into any voids that I may see as I'm working here with this tool. Don't have every single possible concrete tool available to man out here on this project, so I just got the basics to try to get this little project done. So mixing up one of the last bags here of concrete. Should point out this is not the brand that I normally use, and one of the things that was different about this brand is that the bags were a lot more difficult to tear open, believe it or not. Doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but when you're working with your hands and you're working vigorously like I am, you kind of becomes annoying each time you try to grab the bag and tear it open, and it does not tear open as easily as you wish that it would. Check out the sweat on that shirt there. You can tell I'm really working in there, and it's also really hot outside. So in any case, back to it. So moving around to make sure I've got this concrete mixed up as good as I can get it, and make sure that we don't have any dry spots or lumps in it. And then we're going to go back to placing this. As you can see here, we're getting close to filling the top up, so I'm just kind of dumping a little bit here on this side and a little bit on that side, and really trying to work it to make sure that I've got everything leveled out as much as possible, as I can do it by eye from just making these big dumps onto the hole in the floor. And then we'll move on a little bit later on and try to touch everything up and get it exactly the way that we want it. So I'm working here, and as you can see, I'm making sure that I've got enough of this stuff in this hole, and I'm putting a little bit more in there, and I'm working it across this section of the floor to make sure that I don't have any high spots and low spots. And I'm kind of moving a little bit of it around as well as we go. So believe it or not, I've got almost exactly the right amount. So as you saw, I have left the building. I am going to get something so that I can kind of level off this floor and eliminate high and low spots a little bit better. This is not a professional tool that I'm going to come back with. As you can see, it is gold or brass colored. That is actually part of the framed shower enclosure from the old bathroom. Don't laugh, it actually worked like a charm. It was just big enough to reach both sides of the hole to make sure that we were good and level there, and it served as an excellent tool to scrape off and screed off the excess concrete. So that's what I'm doing right here, still moving around with this thing and kind of slowly working it. And as you can see, I'm using the hoe again to scoop off some excess and toss it back in the wheelbarrow there. So I'm working around that side. Remember that I've got that pipe over there to work around, and on that side you can't see it, but the pipe is close to the wall in that area, and so I'm just having to really work around that pipe closely because there's not a lot of concrete on the far side of it. So I'm having to make sure that I work it really, really good and be very, very careful. And here I'm scooping off a little bit more concrete and tossing it back into the wheelbarrow and trying to work everything out and get it exactly the way that I want it. So I'm coming around on all sides and essentially doing the same thing and scraping off. And as you can see there, I'm getting it pretty level here. And I'm going to go ahead and knock out this last little part here around this. So if you see that little piece of white round plastic sticking up, that is the drain for the tub. A little low, but it is still going to do the job perfectly. So I'm doing the same thing over here, is scooping off a little bit more concrete on this back side and just trying to put the finished touches on here with my piece of shower trim. And then I'm going to jump back over here on this side here where you've got a little bit of it piled up here, but everything is going really smoothly, just making sure that I take my time and get this thing exactly the way that I want it. And so just trying to make sure that it's good and level so that when the tile is installed, we don't have any issues with trying to work around high and low spots and the floor that may have been caused by putting back this concrete in a way that was less than ideal. And so we're going to go ahead around this edge here and scrape off a little bit more, scrape off a little bit more. So as you can see, I'm also using my hands here to do some of the little smaller details here with scooping some of this off. This is fine because I've got on these heavy duty PVC gloves and I love them for jobs like this. And so I've got it just about finished up here. Let me get this last little bit off and into the bucket there. And I'm just gonna go over this whole thing 1 or 2 more times to make sure we've got it just right. I had a little bit of a void there. I pulled out a piece of plastic and there was a little concrete there that needed to be filled into that hole. So that's what I'm doing right there. Got that piece of it worked out. It's looking pretty good. Now here's the float. As you see, I'm working this float here. You can see that the water in the concrete is starting to rise to the top there. Can you see that? So I'm going around there and just doing this last little bit here. Almost got it knocked out, guys. So there we go. Look at it. Looks like a little swimming pool or something like that, but it's not. So this is how it came out, guys. Pretty good and clean. Sorry about that shaky camera work here. As you can see, it came out pretty smooth and looks pretty level. Got a bunch of cleanup in there to do though. In any case, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.